Hi everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mama, and today I want to share with you my first video using product from a company called Bead Park. Now they are a fairly new company, and I was asked by them to do some video reviews and projects. So what I'm doing today is I'm using the die cuts I received, most of them, and one of them is the tag, which has 5 pieces in them. And then when you get them, they are attached, so you have to break them apart. And they're in a little plastic bag, which is inside this bag. So what I did, I just took them out of the other plastic bag and used my Ziploc type bag that came with it. So that's how I'm storing those. Plus I've got some sentiments, and the one I'm using is going to be called Hello. I don't know if you can tell it there, but that one's a Hello. So that's the one that I'm going to use today, maybe another one. And I'm also using this die cut with the deer in it. And then I'm using this little snowman. So I'm using papers, and I've already done some cutting. This is the blue paper. Now it looks it's pretty close to what the video is showing. And then I'm using, as I said, I've already done some cutting. I'm using the silver for the snowman, as you can see. I'm using a red, and I'm using a black. And I tried to cut something out there, but that didn't work. So on to another plan with that. So the first thing I'm doing is, you can see that I've got the black tag and I've got a red tag, and I've got my snowman cut out already, and I've got the word hello. Now this is out of regular scrapbook, or yeah, regular scrapbook paper that I had in my stash. These are papers that came in my kit that I got from them. And they have a stitching, the tag, you can see there's stitching. I like that. That is so pretty. And I'm just going to make a simple little card or tag here so you can see how they work. Now I want to tell you, this paper, the red one, for some reason seems lighter than the rest of it. They all came in the same package. There's the red, and you get assorted papers with it, which I showed you in my haul video. But for some reason, the red one, it seems to be a lighter paper, just slightly, not a lot, but you can tell sometimes. So anyway, there's that, and then the silver. And you have to run through your little snowman die cut through your machine, whether it's Big Shot, Cuttlebug, or whatever. For me, I had to run it through several times to get it cut the way I wanted. And it was no problem with the word hello on regular paper. But because this is heavier stock, it's going to take a little bit. So anyway, just beware that, you may have to add a shim to it or something, or run it through a few times. So this is just going to be really easy, just to show you what I've done with my first project. I'm going to add some glue here, and I'm using the liquid, the quick dry Aleene's tacky glue. And I'll put a link below of where I got all of these items, where you can find them. Now, as you can see, I could put it here, but then you'll have this big old space down there. So, and I really didn't want it that way. I wanted it kind of centered. So, and I guess I could have left a little dot in there, but that can be covered, and it may be covered anyway because of my die cut. So now I'm going to take the word hello, and I'm going to go ahead and just add some glue to it. And I gotta tell you, I think my chair went down. It's one of those that it's kind of wearing out. I guess the cylinder is wearing out because I'm a little lower than I should be. My kitty cat's overtaken my my other chair, so and she looks too comfy, so she's not spoiled one bit. Not one bit. Okay, so take my word hello, and I'm going to put it up here the top. I'm going to be able to hide it, looks like, that little hole, as much as possible. Maybe pull them up a little bit. Okay, so I got it pretty well hidden. And then I'm going to put this little snowman right here. I may turn him a little bit. No, I think he'll be fine this way. Yeah. And I like the fact that the red's showing through. Sometimes you gotta be careful how much glue you put on these with the little die cuts on them, because then they just seep through, and you don't want it to seep through. Okay, he just fits on there. And I like that red popping through. Okay, now it's done basically. I mean, I'm going to add some other things to it, but there's that piece right there, using the tags and the snowman and the sentiment package I got, using the word hello. Now I may add some gloss to this piece here, but I'll think on that first. Okay, now I've got this deer die cut. This is using regular weight paper. It's not heavyweight at all. And I thought I could use, uh-oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. I could use this paper here for the background, this glitter paper. And I think that would be really, really pretty. So I'm going to go cut this. And first I'm going to glue this part down. Glue it down to this piece here. I want it to be on the edge. And you can see there I've got a tiny bit of blue showing, which that's actually, I kind of like that. Wasn't going to do that, but I think I'll leave it that way now. Just a tiny bit of blues on the edge. And I should have glued that piece right there. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to turn this down. Okay, so now I have this piece right here, all cut and ready to go into a card. And again, I have some scrap paper in here. Now, because this is a woodsy, I think this would look pretty back here as part of the cardstock, and it'll still work on that paper. This isn't a very big die cut. It's like, let me see, it's a 3 by 3, 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 possibly. But anyway, it's about 3 by 3. So it's not like a real big piece. So, you know, you can make little note cards for it for Christmas and send it out to people instead of a big card. And you'd have some beautiful cards sent out. So I'm attaching the top now to the new mounting piece here I put on there, rather than doing just straight white. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this out, and I'll be right back. Now, again, I want to tell you, as I had said before in my other video, and maybe in this one too, these glitter papers or cardstock are very, very heavy. So if you want to do your die cuts in this glitter, you may have to go through it several times before you actually get it cut out. I personally recommend that you use regular paper to cut these out. And then just do what I did and use background papers. And I think that's going to be a beautiful, beautiful card. So this, of course, you can see this white paper is going to be way too big for this. So I am going to, again, adhere that down to this cardstock piece. I'm just leaving a little bit of a white edge. I'm not doing a whole bunch of a white, just a little bit of a border. I always get ink and stuff all over me. So I'm going to go cut this down real quick before I do anything else. And then I am going to take my little scoreboard, Martha Stewart's scoreboard, the mini one, and I am going to use it to score. Now this could come out a little bit bigger, so I'm going to kind of see if I can fix that to where I can get it to score and let it be a border about the same as this. It may not be exactly the way this one, the other three are, but I can get it as close as possible by moving it over, I hope. Let me see how that goes. That's too close. I'm going to try this. It may not be exact, but I'm going to try it. So here we go. Fold it over. And as you can see, I've got it a little bit, sorry about the fuzz there. I've got on autofocus, and I guess it does that. So I've got some paper that's left over here, so all I have to do on that is to trim that off. Okay, so I have these two pieces done, and because this is, several layers that are heavyweight layers, I used a heavier cardstock, and I believe I got this from Paper Temptress, and it's the Nina. I think I'll have to look and see, but it's one of the papers from her. I have got this done, and I got my tag done as far as putting them together. And at the end, I will put y'all pictures of my finished product. I had also got some. Let's see if I can open it now. Some embellishments, rhinestones, and I did not realize there's so much in one package. And if I want to, I could add those to it. I'm not sure if I want to or not. Let me see what it looks like before I commit to that. There's a blue one that kind of matches that pretty well. So let's see what that looks like without pressing it down. Well, that's not too bad. Could do it that way if I want to. Okay, they match really, really good too. Let's see what the darker one looks like before like I said, before I commit to it. And I don't think I like the darker one because it's just too contrasted for it. Anyway, I like the embellishments on there, so that's good. So if I add anything else to these items, and I will, you'll see it in the final photos. And these are self-adhesive. So, but if you have any issues, you just glue it with hot glue and you'll be fine. All right, so there we go. And I do like these die cuts. I love the style of them and everything, but they are hard to go through the paper that I bought because I didn't realize, I don't read apparently, but I didn't realize the cardstock was so thick, and it is thick glitter paper. So, but it's beautiful paper. and these are came out really pretty. So be sure to check them out in the links below, and I will see you on my next bead park video to review. Okay, I wanted to add a little side note before I close this part of the video out. I thought it needed something here, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go ahead and try another one of the sentiments and use it on the silver paper that I received. And it worked really, really good. I used a shimmy, a couple of pieces of cardstock to go along inside of the big shot that I have, and it went through really good. So that was an improvement. So I was okay with that. So anyway, I will show some pictures at the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Many blessings.